So I'm back in my kitchen again today, and today I'm going to show you a recipe that you can use with a lot of eggs. If you're going to cook for a crowd, this is a great breakfast to serve, and it's a little more complicated than the other recipes I've done so far, but it really tastes pretty delicious. It is a potato pancake with fried eggs. So I've done the hard part already, and that is peeling and shredding your potatoes. You want to use Yukon Gold potatoes. I think those make the best shredded potatoes. You could probably take a shortcut and use pre-made hash browns to create this recipe, but I went ahead and I washed and I peeled and I shredded all of my potatoes. So that is what is in this bowl here, is my potato shreds. And there's cold water in here because I need to rinse off the extra starch that is on the potatoes before I fry them up. So make sure your hands are clean, but you wanna, after you've shredded your taters, give them a nice rinse in some cold water, and then you're gonna pour them into your colander and strain them out. So after you've rinsed your potatoes and put them in your colander and let the water strain a little bit, you're going to have to pat them dry in a clean towel just to get as much moisture off of them as possible. And then put them right back in your original bowl. So this is a little bit of a time-consuming process, but it'll help the potatoes cook up real good for you. Just remember, clean hands, clean towel, all that stuff. And I want to mention, you want about 2 to 2.5 pounds of potatoes. So that's like 7 or 8 fairly decent sized potatoes when you start. So after my potatoes are shredded and I patted them off to dry and I put them back in my bowl, I want to take a skillet pan and I'm going to heat it up about medium-high heat with a little bit of oil in the pan. And while that's getting warmed up, I want to take about a teaspoon of cornstarch, maybe 1.5 teaspoons, depending on how many potatoes you have. And a little bit of salt. You can add pepper or other seasonings if you wish. It's up to you, but I like to go with the basics. And then I'm just gonna stir it up here in my potatoes. While we're waiting for our oil and pan to get nice and hot. Okay, so once your oil is simmering in your pan and it's nice and hot, you want to add your potatoes. And you might have enough potatoes, depending, to make 2 pancakes. You just want to fill the bottom of your pan. Kind of spread it around a little bit. So I have a little extra, and that's okay. And then you do want a lid for your skillet. You're going to put that on there, and I'm going to cook it for 6 minutes. And I'm not going to touch it or anything. I'm just going to let it sit and let the bottom brown up. Okay, so after the potatoes have cooked for about 6 minutes with the lid on, it's time to press the potatoes down. Take the lid off first. And now I'm going to cook them for an additional about 8 to 10 minutes because I want to get that bottom of nice and crispy and brown. So kind of have to keep an eye on it. You don't put the lid back on, you leave it open, and you just keep pressing your potatoes together, because that's how you make the potato pancake. All right, so it's been about 8 or 9 minutes, and I can see that the bottom of my pancake is getting nice and brown. And I've been pressing down my potatoes as they cook, so they've gotten nice and flat. So here comes the tricky part. I need to slide my giant potato pancake off the pan and onto a plate. Just like that. Keeping it all one piece, that's pretty good. And now, I'm gonna put a little more oil in the bottom of my pan because I need to cook the other side. So, just a little bit. I'm gonna swirl it around. I'm still on a medium heat. And now here is another kind of tricky part. I'm not gonna be able to flip my pancake all the way over and into the pan, so I'm gonna invert it onto another plate. So, set my plate upside down like that, and do a quick flip. Just like so. So there, you can see the bottom of my potato pancake. If you like your potatoes a little more crispy, of course, cook it a little longer. But now I need to slide this one right onto the pan so that the uncooked side is down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and for another about 8 minutes, cook that side of the pancake. Okay, so it has been another 8 minutes on the other side of my potato pancake, and it's nice and loose in there. And I'm just gonna carefully slide it onto the plate. So I've got this delicious golden brown potato pancake all set. And now you can add a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese to the top while it's still warm. That's really good looking. Okay, so after you have your potato pancake made, and you can make more than one if you have enough potatoes, of course, it's finally time to get to the eggs. Now, I've already cracked my eggs, and I've decided to use 8, because that's a pretty good amount for this size pan. And got my pan warmed up. It's on medium-high heat. And I've cracked my eggs into 2 separate bowls because there's a little trick to making fried eggs. If you want the yolks to stay intact, you should pour from the sides all at the same time. Now, my family prefers over hard eggs versus the runny yolk eggs, but you can, make any kind of fried egg you like for this recipe. But I've cracked 4 of the ladies' eggs into each bowl, so I have 8 eggs total. I'm waiting for my pan to get nice and hot again. And then I'm going to take each bowl and very carefully and quickly pour into the sides, both at the same time. That's a great way to get, unbroken yolks instead of cracking each one individually over the top of the pan, and then the cooking time remains the same for all of the eggs at once. You're not going to cook them for very long, but I am going to cover them and give it about a minute or so and just kind of keep an eye on them. Okay, so there is a slice of the finished potato pancake with a slice of the fried eggs on top. And Teddy here is going to be my taste tester. Go ahead and try that. Careful, it might be hot. Let me know how it is.
The potato pancake is not that bad.
Yeah? How does it taste with the eggs? Try it with an egg white. Good? You like it? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, everybody, so there you have it. The potato pancake passes Teddy's inspection, so I guess it's good, huh? So I hope you all are well and happy and you're having a great summer, staying cool during this heat wave. But yeah, give it a try. Make some potato pancakes or hash browns or whatever, and definitely fry up those eggs and test it out. I hope you all are well and happy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!